Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Nintendad channel. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Puyo Puyo Champions for the Nintendo Switch. So, for those of you who are uninitiated and don't know, Puyo Puyo Champions is basically a multiplayer only version of Puyo Puyo. But by that I mean, this isn't about having a single player mode or a campaign like you've expected from Puyo Tetris or other ones. It's simply a competitive multiplayer way to play Puyo Puyo. This is a cheap way to get in. It's $10 and basically you are getting only multiplayer mode. So let me get into that. So when it comes to local play for multiplayer, you got two modes. You got Puyo Puyo 2, which is the main Puyo Puyo game, and you can play that against a CPU or with friends. You can play with up to 4 players, and that's basically just Puyo Puyo. For those who don't know, it's basically a match 4 puzzle game where you're switching these different color blobs and you're trying to get combos and chaining them, and you're trying to maximize your score while also screwing over your opponent, right? So the more points that you score, like the more things you get rid of on your screen at the same time, the more like bad blocks go on the opponent's side. And basically kind of like Tetris, you're trying to screw them over from getting to that. Well, you're trying to screw your opponent and getting their screen to the top and ruining them. And then you have the other mode called Puyo Puyo Fever, which is a new mode added in this game where it's regular Puyo Puyo, except at a certain amount of points you unlock this Fever mode, right? When you get the Fever mode, you basically go in a chain reaction where you can link up a bunch of different colors at the same time. It ends up being a puzzle within a puzzle where you're trying to figure out where to place exactly these colored blocks, and then once you place them correctly, it'll do a chain reaction and do big damage to your opponent. So those are the two local multiplayer modes. Again, you could also play those modes with your friends or with a computer. You cannot, as far as I know, play just a regular single player game of Puyo Puyo, right? You can do an endless mode where you try to keep going as far as you can, but it's still against an opponent. The big hook here, I want to say, is the online, right? So you're playing a lot of online, and it's Puyo Puyo, right? You got your online ranked modes, you got your regular modes, you got your casual modes, you can view people's replays online, you can enter a room with your friends. There's a lot of options in the typical online fashion. It is very fleshed out, and for a lot of people that love Puyo Puyo, you can pick all the characters you love. I believe different characters have some different abilities, like their things fall faster on the map or they do more damage or stuff like that, right? So all the different characters in the game have different abilities. Some of them just look cool. Obviously in Puyo fashion, you can customize your background. You can choose like what kind of character, like avatar you want to have and stuff. So when it comes to Puyo Puyo, it's all about the little things that people love. I know there's a very hardcore audience for Puyo Puyo, and I think this game is for those people, right? Like when it comes down to it, you've also got another game, right? You got Puyo Puyo Tetris, which came out around the launch of the Nintendo Switch, but that game is about $50, but it is way more fleshed out. Like obviously you get Tetris in it, you get single player stuff, you get a campaign, you get online and everything. But this game, what I like about it is it's just $10, so it's a way to get someone into Puyo Puyo, right? Like it's basically, I wouldn't say if you want to like play alone, right? But it's like if you want to just get a quick way to get your fix on Puyo Puyo without having to pay $50 for Puyo Tetris, this is a great entry point, right? And the online ranking system works really well. When I was reviewing the game, I was playing a bunch of Japanese players because I had the game before it came out, so I was getting my body destroyed. Like I was getting floored by people in the game, but nonetheless, it was such a good time, and I think the game is super fun. I think the gameplay has always been rewarding in Puyo Puyo, and I think for $10, if you don't have Puyo Tetris, is super worth it. And obviously, if you're trying to play Puyo competitively, because I know a lot of people do that, again, you've got your ranked, so you can go up, and the matchmaking is pretty well done. And yeah, so overall, Puyo Puyo Champions, I'd give it like a 4 out of 5. I think it is it's Puyo Puyo, and Puyo Puyo is awesome. It's just that it's a cheaper entry point, and it's just a way for you to play the game kind of without any burdens of anything else, and if you just want to play with friends and have the standard Puyo experience. So yep, that is my review. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're getting the game, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.